Of course, the Jason mask.
What do you think, guys? Should I just do the whole session like this?
Yeah,
Bet it doesn't affect audio at all.
it's actually not that bad.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Are we here? Are we ready?
We're here. We're ready.
Yes, sir.
Boop boop be doo boop.
It is the Monster Mash. Okay, cue the fucking intro. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Idiots Rolling Dice. I am your host, Mimic the Idiot, dungeon mastering this campaign. Welcome back to episode 11 of the Epic. I'm joined, as always, by some wonderful, wonderful people, starting first with Miss Daisy Cakes.
Me. Hi. Hello, everybody. I'm Daisy. I play Talia in this adventure, and I'm very nature savvy and in touch with nature, so to speak. And it's, helped a little bit, but learning to fight and kill things has been helpful too. Lots of scary stuff's been happening. And I'm, excited to see how we deal with the play situation.
We'll find out. Next up, Mr. Jimmy.
Yo, Jimmy up in this. Yeah, I am Jade Dragonborn. Had to check just forgot. Just Rogue Ranger, Dragonborn, and just helping the guys out here.
Next up, unknown what we will be doing with his character yet, Mr. Play to Fool.
Hello, I am Play the Fool. I play the currently dead Demetrius Longwing. All he needed was just one healing potion, and nobody wanted to give him one.
And
I
last,
just forgot.
We'll see where we go.
I forgot.
last but certainly not least, the also in dire straits, Mr. Vex.
What's poppin'? Let's find out if another character dies. Be two in a row. Let's
do
go.
it. Okay, so previously our party returned to the Free Village victorious after slaying the monster terrorizing it. The return of supplies and the fact that the farms would no longer be raided allowed tension to be eased on the infighting, and the party rushed off to check on Demetrius' sister, Yelissa. Stabilized but still struggling, Yelissa was able to reveal that her attacker was a bodyguard of an Eclipse High Priest who rode off toward the region of Focus, where Delphi is located. After arrest, the gang decided to travel over the mountains to get to Delphi as fast as possible, even though their journey would be a little more treacherous getting there. After a day of climbing perilous peaks, the gang settled in to get some rest, but the sound of flapping wings and shrieking beasts revealed that they were not alone, as several harpies, including a queen, were racing down to ambush the group, as others were throwing rocks from above. After an intense fight that saw Alexos dash up a mountain and jump on the queen's back, and Talia and Jade riddling the harpies with arrows, Demetrius was slashed across the chest and began bleeding out. However, the party felt that the safest thing to do was to clear out the remaining harpies before helping, and by the time they refocused on their friend, he was gone. So Talia and Jade, you are standing. Boxy, when he turned and saw Demetrius stop breathing, ripped the last harpy that was still alive in half. Alexos is unconscious. All the other harpies who were like throwing rocks and stuff have fled off into the night. And you are sitting here in like this cold, as like the fire is like barely keeping lit after all the excitement. Wind kind of whipping at the cliff face. Alexos is still down. In fact, I need him to give me another death save real quick to start off. What are you guys doing?
Can we heal him, at least?
Got on 11.
11. So he's 2 passes. Yeah, you guys can feel free to just try to stabilize him, try to heal him.
Well, I can use my healing potion on him, at least, since I forgot for Demetrius. Sorry.
Okay. So Talia, you rush over to Alexis. His body is kind of laying there, struggled breathing, you know, with this gash on his head from where this last rock cracked down on him. You lift up his head and pop open the bottle and begin to pour it into it. Go ahead and roll your 4d4 plus 4 for your die.
Oh, 15.
So Alexis, you gather yourself as this red liquid runs down your throat. Your eyes open again as you regain some of your hit points. The rest of you, now that you know the 3 or the 4 of you that are alive, what are you guys thinking? What are you guys doing?
I'm very nervous. Well, I hope we got all of them.
Can I make it like a perception check to see if there's any around? Or if we're in the clear for right now?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
It's gonna be a 16.
You see that one of the harpies that was shot with arrows is still breathing a little bit further, or like on the ground somewhere. It does not look like she's either able to fly or fight, but does have some bit of life left in her.
I mean, you don't have to kill it if it's not gonna hurt us, but now that we've got you up, what are we gonna do about that? I pointed to Demetrius's body.
Alexis just kind of shrugs, goes, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I am good at 2 things: killing and eating.
Just don't loot him.
Everybody, as you guys are kind of talking, discussing, you see Boxy walking over to Demetrius's body, sticking a hand in his mouth. Not Demetrius, he's sticking a hand in his own chest, basically. Like he's almost looks like he's reaching for something. As he gets closer and closer to Demetrius' body, he pulls out what appears to be a charred black coin. It's kind of hard to tell in the night, but he continues walking over to Demetrius.
Boxy, what you got there, buddy?
You know, here's a little word to the wise. Immortal beings, right? They don't have... Life doesn't mean the same to them as the rest of, you know, people who can actually die, right? So, just know that most of them are, like, gambling addicts. And also... not too smart when they get fucking drunk, okay? Boxy starts flipping the coin and he just shouts out, "Hey, yo, fucking Hermes, get over here." Out of the blue, just appearing above Demetrius's body, with a little, like, bag that's almost, you can see, like, some sort of blue energy suck up into the bag from Demetrius's body into this thing this guy is carrying. There's a relatively normal-sized man, probably about 6 foot tall, in like a chest plate with a helmet on. He has sandals that go up to his knees, and a little skirt, and he says, "What do you want, Boxy? How you doing?" Boxy flips the coin to him and says, "Tell Charon he can collect on that now." The man who appeared out of thin air, seemingly out of thin air, looks up at Boxy and goes, "You sure?" Boxy just nods his head. And they just kind of stand there in silence for a second. What are you guys doing as you see this person here?
I'm just kind of watching cautiously.
The hair on the back of Alexos is standing up.
Kind of standing there with the one eyebrow raised. Look,
Geez, your friends aren't too talkative, are they? Well, if they don't have anything to say, I guess grab my hand, Boxy.
What's
Yes?
where are you going?
Talk to the boatman, of course.
The who?
The boatman.
Charon, the boatman, takes lives
Doesn't
across the river
take-
Styx.
Takes souls across the
Soul.
river Styx, not lives.
I mean, are they really dead? You know, a soul is a soul. A soul is a living embodiment of us, you know?
Oh,
I mean, it's...
Are you truly alive if you don't have a soul? Let's be real.
That's really not the question I'm aimed to answer. The wording in my little contract says, I fetch the souls for Charon, Charon ferries the souls across the river Styx. And Charon owes this guy a little bit of money, so, or a little bit of something. So I guess we'll be back. Boxy grabs the hand of this person, and they almost completely disappear, move faster than the eye can perceive. Demetrius, you come to in a dark cave. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Well, this is starting great. Perception. 6.
So you're like...
sorry, 15. Sorry, I misread that.
Changes things dramatically. So you're still a little groggy, as you kind of like on your hands and knees kind of wake up a little bit. You kind of feel around and you feel like what feels to be coins in your pocket, or in your little pack. But as you're like kind of waking up, you notice that you're in this dark cave, almost no light. You can see with just like a very faint green glow, what appears to be a river of some kind in front of you. And you look down at your hands, and notice that you can partially see through them, and you have this like bluish tone to your body, and you are somewhat transparent. You turn to your right, and you see that there's this man with like brown hair, holding a helmet in his hand, like a chest plate, and he's like talking with Boxy, who's also there with you, seemingly all waiting for something.
What happened?
Boxy turns to you, and
How are we here? Where's everybody else?
Hermes is fastest thing alive, so he can get us anywhere pretty fast. Everybody else is back in the mountains, though. Waiting for the result of what happens here.
What's here?
Demetrius, take a look at yourself. You're dead, buddy.
Well, that can't be good.
I mean, it's not the end of the world, realistically. Especially around here, weird shit happens like that all the time. But in your case, it's not great. Once the boatman gets here, we'll talk about it, okay?
Okay.
You guys kind of wait a little bit, and you see that there's other, like, people that look kind of in the same way you do, like blue, kind of transparent souls you can kind of figure out, walking towards the edge of the river. Fog fills the cavern, basically. coming from downriver from where you guys are. And you can hear a faint splash every so often. And coming out of the fog is a giant creature on a large boat. You could guess that this creature is probably almost 10 feet tall, without standing on this boat that hovers or like towers above you. He's holding what appears to be an oar, a boat paddle, but on one end is almost like a scythe. It has a hood up, and you can like make out a skeletal face, held together by like purple energy, as this boat approaches the shore. Hermes like flips the coin in between his fingers, and says, "Oh, by the way, it's nice to meet you. I'm Hermes, the god. Though I assume I'm not the first god you've met."
No, I've met some others, and they didn't much like me. Although, some did. Athena didn't.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I don't really like a lot of them either. They mostly suck. But he turns back to Boxy. He says, "I hope this plan of yours works, friend." He flips the coin back to Boxy. As the boatman holds out his hand to some of the other like souls, you can see, and he doesn't seem to speak. He just holds out his hand and lets out this. Some of the souls reach into their pockets and pull out 2 coins. He lets those who offer him the coins onto his boat. Others have nothing. They were buried or incorrectly buried without money, and those he just motions for them if they don't have money to try and cross the river themselves. And you see several souls march into the waters and not come out. Finally, through this like procession of dead spirits, the boatman reaches his hand out to you. As he does this, Boxy flicks this charred black coin into his hand and says, "Hey, let's make a deal, Charon, right? As of right now, you owe me a whole lot more than you're willing to admit. You know it, I know it, the Greek people know it, right? So, my friend Demetrius, I don't want you to take his soul. He's got a fucking part to play in stopping some bad shit that's going to negatively affect you too." And the boatman just kind of reaches down, pulls his hand back, and goes, Hermes is like, "I'll leave you guys to this," and kind of backs up a little bit. Boxy looks at you and's like, "Demetrius," he's like, "Man, I know I'm a scumbag, but I got a feeling that you're one of the heroes here, right? And we need to stop the Eclipse and these bad guys that they want to fucking destroy Greece. You know, I think you got a big part to play in that." The boatman turns and looks you in the eyes, Demetrius. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check. With advantage.
Intelligence. Oops. 18.
What are like the thoughts and stuff that are going through Demetrius's head right now?
mostly that he's hoping everybody else is okay, and he's pretty sure that they are since he's here alone. But he just basically wants to make sure his friends succeeded against the harpies and that they can succeed in their mission to stop the eclipse.
The Charon looks down at you. You can see like purple flames in his eyes as he does this. He turns to Boxy again and reaches out his hand. Boxy grabs his hand. There's a flash of purple energy, and when it kind of dissipates, Boxy is gone in your immediate vision, and the boatman is paddling away.
Just turn to Hermes and, like, did he just take Boxy?
Hey, asshole! Down here! You look down, and you see a small, not bigger than 6 inches by 6 inches, little, what would, we would refer to now as like a jewelry box. Open up. It's like lid, almost as if it's talking. Yo, Demetrius, I need you to pick me the fuck up, because I got no legs anymore.
Oh, this is not going to be good. I pick him up and put him in my pocket.
It's fucking dark in here. It's fucking dark. Hermes reaches out his hand to you.
I take his hand.
As you go, you can see what's happening. You are moving across the earth at incomprehensible speeds. You can't tell exactly where you're being taken from, but you cross like 4 or 5 regions almost before coming back. Realizing you're in the mountains again. And for those of you, Alexis, Jade, and Talia, this has been a matter of minutes at most. You come back, and Demetrius, you almost feel like a smack as you run over where your dead body is. And the rest of you, Demetrius pops up. Hermes is like standing there leaning against a rock. It's like, all right, I think my work here is done. I'll catch you all later.
Thanks for the ride.
Oh, no problem, mate.
Bye, Hermes.
I'm sure I'll see y'all again.
Probably.
Make sure you have us on speed dial.
I mean, I'm fast. Everything I do is speed dial, buddy.
What speed dial?
It's where I sundials. It's where I run around the clock, just like that, speedy.
He speeds around the dial.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, this has gotten awkward. He bolts off.
He's not awkward at all.
No.
Kind of muffled, you fear. I kind of think you guys were the ones being awkward there.
What? What is happening?
Is your ass talking?
Yeah, he had some he had a really bad Euro earlier.
Oh my god. Why? What?
Judging by the aroma, what kind of hero was it?
It was beef. Look, I don't fucking know what Euro. It was a joke.
You just get him out of your pants, please.
I'm in his palm.
Boxy out of the pocket and
you guys see this small little 6-inch cube, with the lid flapping, almost like it's talking.
That's a little disturbing there.
Out of all the fucking things I've done that are disturbing, you think this one, this doesn't even register on my radar of disturbing.
What are you?
I mean, I'm
He's
I'm
a
a
box.
box.
Are you a little?
He's a little cute box now.
Yeah.
Why are you so small?
I'm assuming he made a deal with the boatman.
Oh.
Look, I told you guys I have a lot of magical shit. I've, procured a lot of stuff over the years. I've pissed a lot of people off, but I've also done a lot of people good.
I mean, that's doubtful.
Well, depends on both your definition of people and good. You see the boatman, Charon, he speaks one language. He doesn't give a fuck. Dude is straight up the most powerful being in the fucking, like, don't tell Zeus or Hades this, but he can fuck them all up. Only gives a shit about money, though. Loves to gamble, but, he also loves little trinkets. I was the best at stealing little trinkets and stuff, especially valuable ones. And I sold them to him. He sold them to his other people. We had a good thing going for a while, and he owed me a favor. But there is a cost to these things, Very rarely can you just bring someone back to life for free.
That sounds fair.
So you did this so that he could come back.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Very good of you. And I appreciate it because it was our fault that we didn't take care of you in the first place. I'm kind of looking at Demetrius like, I'm sorry, there was a lot of stuff going on. But I'm glad you're back.
I'm glad I'm back too.
What was it like being dead?
Kind of creepy.
Really?
See through my hands.
Oh, that's
an
interesting concept. As I'm kind of like looking at my hands. Wow.
All of you, as you kind of like processing this and this almost impossible feeling event, you hear the still living harpy cough.
That was so sad.
Trespassers.
I walk over and grab her wings.
She has an arrow sticking through like one of the joints that connects her wings to her body. Very clearly painful for her.
Trespassers on what?
We got the truth. You seek to take it.
And what is this truth? As I start pulling her wing with the arrow.
It is what I said. It's the truth. We must protect the grove from trespassers. Talia, go ahead and give me a history check.
I'm 19.
When you crossed through this same area 3-4 months ago, you took some shortcuts over the mountains as well. Not this deep and not this treacherous, but you were not attacked by harpies. You heard nothing of any sort of grove up in these mountains. That's, from a nature standpoint, that is very, very strange for you, because there shouldn't be any sort of grove up here in the mountains.
That doesn't make any sense.
And all of like the myths and stuff from your time with the Daughters of Demeter, you are unaware of any sort of mystical grove that's up here. So whatever she's talking about seems to be a new development.
Whatever it is that they're protecting, it's something new. I've been here before.
Something
There
important.
None of this existed before, so something has developed in this area. Yeah, we need to. Is she still alive? Kind of looking
like
around.
she's clinging to life. Like she's not gonna live past this encounter, but is still like fighting to stay alive. I mean, she's not gonna live past this encounter unless one of you like does something for her. But
I kind of start pulling on her wing a little bit more. Where is this grove?
It's 15 more miles from you. It's in this range. On the way to Mount Parnassus.
As I just straight up just take my foot and smash her head into the ground.
You kill her.
Oh.
You kill. There is no.
That was probably her last hit point.
Yeah. You grab her wing. You force her into the ground. As you do, you rip off the wing that was like barely holding on, and then you just stomp her head, and it literally splats under your foot. And you call my ass disturbing?
I mean, coming from someone who had really long legs and now you're a tiny little box, that's a little weird.
Talk about a curb stomp.
You are a monster.
Yes. I'm
I
a
just kind
lion.
of turn away and start walking.
And me being former military going, what the heck? I'd not even seen that.
Alexos just starts sitting near the fire and starts patching up his wounds. Like nothing ever happened.
Alexos goes and patches up his wounds. Demetrius, Boxy has like a little like circle that you can kind of feed your belt rope through. So you can like just stay on your belt kind of. He's got like a little ring basically. The rest of you, what's kind of everybody doing and thinking now?
Thinking I need to heal up.
I don't have any more healing potions. I guess I'm just chilling. I don't want to be anywhere near Alexis right now. I'm just really fucked up. So yeah, I'm just kind of like chilling farther away. I like being in the dark, so I'm just kind of hanging out.
So you kind of curl up in like the bedroll little like tent thing that you've set up for yourself. Just like thinking about what was said and what you just saw. Demetrius, what are you doing?
Just kind of staring at where he was laying dead not like 20 minutes ago. Just thinking, basically.
Okay. Demetrius thinks. Boxy is just kind of silent on your hip and is like, I mean, I can still store stuff for you guys, just so you know. If you need to carry heavy things, I can still eat them, but I just can't walk around and stuff anymore.
I mean, it's probably a fair trade-off to save a life.
Yeah, I think the least that I owe you is carrying you.
I'll fucking say, yeah, you should gotta carry me a little bit.
You don't want to be in my pocket. You never know what might be in there.
What the fuck are you putting in your pocket?
Right, Demetrius is just kind of like giving Jade the side eye, going like, wait, what?
Alexos is doing the exact same, like, what the fuck?
For me to know, and y'all to stay out of my business.
Now I'm curious. The fuck are you putting in your pockets?
I mean, I'm like
For me to know, and you to mind your own business.
hey, you know what? Fuck it. the three. What do you guys? The truth. Do you think? What do you think that is?
I don't know, but I'm gonna go explore it tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Demetrius, can you go set me down with Talia real quick? I feel like she needs a friend right now.
Yeah, sure. I'll carry him over and set him down next to Talia.
So you were totally right to think that was fucked up, just so you know. That was definitely, like... I mean, like, I ripped one of them in half, so I don't know if I can really say cruel and unusual, but, like, it was definitely, like, not.
I'm kind of, like, still looking the other way, even though clearly I really don't need to turn away from you, but... It's different when we're protecting ourselves. And another thing when, you know, that could have just... It just didn't have to go that way. I'm just kind of, like, shaking my head and looking away. Just seemed mean, that's all.
And probably didn't have to go that way. You're right. You're very right, Talia. But, you know... Alexis, I mean, they knocked him out, they killed Demetrius, he was probably holding something against that, but, like... Maybe a step too far. Totally correct.
We've just seen a lot of messed up stuff. And I just, you know, there's a reason why I never left up until this point. And I only went places where I was by myself and didn't run into anybody else. You know what? None of this stuff happened to me before this.
Life's a little different when it's exciting, right? Sometimes...
You say so.
Sometimes it's all... It can't all be sunshine, Talia. Just can't be. You know? We are... If what we've learned is true, the eclipse is trying to destroy the fucking world. We can't... Stopping that isn't gonna be like a nice walk through the park. We get to ride fucking horses and shit. I'm sorry. And I know you probably didn't think that's what you were signing up for when you joined on with these guys, but like...
We must. It's what has to be done.
If there's one thing I can tell about you, Talia, it's that you give a shit about the world as much as you are a loner and stuff. So, like, I think ultimately you'd hold it against yourself if you didn't do what you know you gotta do here. Because, I mean, there's a lot of shit gonna happen. There's a lot of shit that has happened, and it's not gonna get easier. But, you know, I think there's
certainly.
Go ahead.
I certainly don't want the world to burn, but I don't know how someone like me is going to help when... I don't know. I just don't know if I have what I think it takes to do what needs to be done in the end. It's different for these things than when we face something bigger. I don't know how that's going to go for me.
A month ago, you'd never come face to face with a monster. You'd never battled an army or escaped from an assassin. Just think of how much you've done in such a short time. I want you to think about that and realize that you might be a lot more powerful than you think you are.
Oh, you might have a point there. just gotta shake it off, and I guess we'll, I mean, now we need to know what these guys were guarding. That's a big one. And then we can keep going with this crazy journey and hope that it works out in the end.
There's a... Yeah, I feel it. Can you take me back to Demetrius? That
Yeah.
bastard has to fucking carry me. For now, at least.
Yeah. I pick him up and I turn around, kind of laughing, like, you're kind of cute when you're really little like this. Even when you talk like you do, it's like just so cute and funny.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I kind of like hand him back off. I drop my dice.
Uh-oh. So you guys all kind of settle in for the night, and everybody gets a long rest.
Hell yeah.
Morning comes. You all kind of huddle up in your own little bedrolls and stuff. Jade's exhaustion effect from yesterday's healed. You all tended to your wounds and stuff. Used some of the latent magic and shit that you have, and got yourself all patched up. But now you seem to be better. You still have... You're sore, you're cut up still, but you're not actively dying, which is a positive.
Alexis' wife is definitely stained a little bit red now.
Yeah, you definitely have a lot of blood on you. Like you almost have like tiger stripes on your line for with
Jesus
but red.
Christ. Oh my god.
Maybe it's more of like a leopard splatter.
All right.
Yeah, I would say leopard splat. Let's go with that.
Yeah, so you guys, I mean, you have the harpy said there was 15 more miles of mountains to go, to where the quote unquote truth is. What are you guys doing?
How many more miles to where we need to be?
There's 30. So about halfway from where you need to
So
be.
it's about halfway there.
Yeah.
And then, so what do we got? Another
So
2 days?
I mean,
So it's not gonna add another 15. It's just we're already halfway.
No,
right,
it's
it's
on
on
the
the
way there
way.
is what
Okay.
he's saying.
right. So depending on how you guys do on your climb checks, you could theoretically get there, do the whole thing in the day.
They have advantage while they're with me.
Cool. Why?
It's for something about my nature thing, that it's everybody in my party has advantage against rough terrain, or I would assume climbing would qualify for that category.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually it does.
Yeah, so it would just be with advantage for whatever roles we have to do for the activities, basically. That's what kind of why I wanted to walk through the woods, because that would be my chance to be helpful.
Okay.
Yay.
Oh shit, you got a whole lot of stuff.
I also have dark vision up to 60 feet.
Damn. That would have made a difference yesterday or the last session.
I have Gloomstalker, so anything that comes with Gloomstalker I have.
Okay. So you guys have theoretically in total have 6 more athletics checks to go. The difficulty gets harder each time you do it, but you guys do have advantage on your athletics rolls, which
Let's
is
get it, ladies and
really
gents. Let's
solid.
get it.
So everybody give me athletics check with advantage.
Not 20. Let's
14.
What are we checking? I'm sorry.
go.
21.
It's an athletics check with advantage.
The advantage definitely helped me on that one because my other roll was a 4.
Yep.
Yeah,
me too.
my other roll was a natty 1.
I got a 6 and a nat 20.
I got a 1 and a 13.
Nice.
Very good.
So 13.
13.
Woohoo.
So this first mountain, or this first like segment of mountain. You guys climb up there, and you feel good, kind of rejuvenated in a certain sense, or maybe like motivated out of fear. Talia leading the way, just knowing almost exactly where to put your hands before you even put them there. That sort of natural leadership and exploration, from a life that you've lived in the woods at this point. So you guys get your first miles, gets a little tougher. Go ahead and make your second athletics check with advantage.
18.
I only got an
19.
8 that time.
Even with advantage?
Yeah, I rolled a 4 and then I rolled an 8.
Oh.
Balls.
It was a 19, Jade.
16.
Yeah. Yes.
16 from Demetrius. Talia, once again, going up first, climbing the way. A rock comes loose, and one of your hands slips, and you dangle above everybody else for a second, but you regather your footing.
I didn't even.
It hurts.
Yeah, your left arm strains almost. You can feel like the muscles being pulled greatly before like regathering yourself and finishing the last bit of climb. The rest of you like rush to support Talia as she's climbing up there, but you still she recovers herself and you all continue up. This next bit gets a little tougher. Everybody give me another athletics check with advantage.
18.
11.
19.
15.
Alexis, you're behind Talia as a rock kicks out from under her foot, kind of slips, clonks you in the head for 2 damage.
I just started roaring, getting really tired of rocks hitting me in the head.
Look out below, I guess, even though I'm below you. I don't fucking know. So Alexis, you get clunked in this and you feel like your body's straining extra hard now. But the rest of you all summit.
You said it was what, 3 damage?
2. The rest of you summit to the top of this like little peak here as you're climbing. And Boxy, this has been 15 miles, and Boxy's like, I sent some shit. I don't have
Okay.
hands anymore, so I can't fucking point. Everybody,
Good or bad?
give me either nature or arcana checks.
I have proficiency in
17 for nature check.
17 for Arcana.
17 for Arcana.
My arcana's horrible.
I mean, I have no intelligence. I have an intelligence of 11, so I get a +0.
Not very wise guy. So all of you get kind of pulled. You almost hear music in a way, coming from a little further off the path you guys are currently on now. You walk a little bit towards the music and you see a small little dip in a little mountaintop valley, where you see these lush trees kind of in this weird valley thing. Very green. You hear music coming from this area. What are you guys doing?
Okay.
And
so
you can all sense that whatever magic is coming from here, kind of.
Can we
I would-
do?
say we could try to get closer and take a look. Like, I'll just stealth it up.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can try it.
If that's what you guys want to do, go ahead and everybody give me a stealth check.
And of course, since we're doing stealth, Demetrius is throwing his head up.
Okay.
15.
19.
22.
20. Dirty 20.
So you guys sneak towards the, it is the middle of the day, but you guys sneak towards the little valley thing, this little grove seemingly in this valley. The closer you get, the more you the louder the music becomes, and you kind of look up in the skies around you. You can see like faintly off in the distance what looks to be a large bird flying. You might be able to figure out that it's a harpy, but not immediately threatening this area. This seems to be this very magical little shit right here, almost in the same way where like Artemis's forest, you could feel like a magical presence coming from deep inside it. This is much smaller than that, but you can feel like this is some sort of like hidden magical sanctuary almost. But you all step close to the edge of the trees. What are you guys doing?
Let's see.
I'm going to start walking in.
Gonna go right in. I mean, that seems not like a good idea.
You got any other plans?
No, but I don't know. I guess we won't know till we see it. But
I mean,
we
I can
don't
go in
know
by
if it's-
myself.
well, we don't know if it's good magic. I can't get a good read.
Well, why don't you let me go in first? I'm pretty damn stealthy. And
Alright.
then, if anything happens, I can always come back.
Okay.
So you're just gonna try to walk in?
Yeah.
All right. You walk closer to the edge of the forest, and right at where the edge of the trees is, you hit a wall.
Oh.
There's nothing.
Like invisible wall?
There's nothing. Yeah, it's invisible. You
Okay.
can't see anything. But you straight up just like smack face first, like you're into this wall.
Kind of back up a little bit, little shocked, and start rubbing my snout like, fuck. Kind of, I take the knife out and kind of see if I can wedge it in, like not like full on fully stab, but like kind of see if I can like wedge it in.
Here's my question for you, Alexis. What skill do you think best associates with your perception of like faith in magic? Doesn't necessarily have to be Arcana, but like, what do you think Alexis has?
Probably not that much. I mean, since he was in like martial arts school and stuff, he understands magic, but he doesn't completely understand it. He just knows about ki.
So it'd probably be more wisdom than anything else.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a wisdom check then.
19.
As you pull this dagger, clearly with an inscription of the sun on it, and you kind of trace it on where you think this invisible wall is, you see legitimate slash marks begin to happen in the wall. You feel like a warmth radiating from beyond this invisible field. The slashes are very, very like narrow, and if you keep like cutting at it, you'll eventually be able to cut a hole or something in this wall. But you are breaking through with this dagger. Everybody else, give me a perception check.
18.
Wasn't nat 20, but 19 because I got negative persuasion.
14.
Talia and Jade, you guys both see lettering form above where Alexis is like trying to cut at this field, basically. And this lettering is like glowing from your eyes, floating in the air. And it says, those needing inspiration need only make art to enter. Alexis, what you're seeing is that you will eventually, just by cutting with specifically this dagger, you will be able to break into this eventually. But there's clearly something else at work here.
I'm gonna cut just a little bit, and obviously, can I see in?
The inside, the trees around the outside of this are so thick that you cannot see through them.
Okay.
But you can hear what appears to be voices, you can hear music, and you can feel, like, from inside this force field, like a warmth radiating out.
Okay. I'm gonna keep cutting. I mean, Alexis doesn't see it because he's kind of too busy trying to look in. He doesn't see the words above.
How far away is he from us? Like, how far away did he get?
He's not more than a few steps.
Okay. So we can just tell him that, hey, Alexis, there's words up above you? How is that happening? Is that supposed to be there? Those... What does it say, make art to enter?
Those who need inspiration need only make art to enter.
Alex was about to cut when he hears that, and he just goes, what? And he looks up and sees the lettering. It's just like, okay.
What do we do? I mean,
Well, you gotta make art.
Well, is there any flowers around? Something that I can walk up to? Any bushes? Something besides the trees?
Give me a nature check.
It is... Now 20 plus 4 is 24.
There's no flowers specifically. There are some like high mountain weeds almost, that have like a variety of different colors. Wildflowers you might call them, but they're not really flowers.
Okay. So, I can kind of look at them and see if I want to just kind of playing with my hands and focusing really hard over in that area and making it kind of zig and zag and braiding it up and just making it look kind of cool into its own little work of art.
Are you using any sort of ability or anything?
Let's see. I don't remember what it was. There was one that I could kind of work with smaller, like vine or flowering type of things.
You have Druidcraft.
Yeah, where is... There we go. What do I need to do for that one?
You can just kind of do it.
Yeah.
That's basically something you can do to like help create like some sort of sensory effect to go with your little flower arrangement, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of just makes it, makes the flowers kind of puff a little bit more and the, just, it looks happy and proud of the way that I made it look.
Go ahead and give me a performance check with advantage.
So my first one was 19. So 19 plus 3, 22.
You can see where Alexis was like kind of cutting into the this field. A portion of it clearly like whips away, and all of you can now loudly hear music and voices coming from inside. You hear like a running stream almost, and feel like heat radiating out, like warmth, like a nice summer day heat radiating out from inside this grove area.
So crazy.
You want me to do the same thing and see if I can just walk in, stealth it up a little bit, and report back? I mean, I feel can I make a perception if I feel any, like, not hostility, but just anything wrong with
Give
this
me
type of, like, magic?
give me an insight check.
It's gonna be a 15.
Nothing feels inherently wrong here.
Sorry, 18.
It's strange, the words inspiration, the music you hear playing. It's triggering. It's like almost trying to trigger something in your brain, some sort of memory, some sort of knowledge, but it's not processing in you. But you don't necessarily feel anything bad, per se. You can feel that this is a very magical place. It's not bad.
I just kind of waltz in then.
Do the rest of you follow him or no?
Cautiously.
I'm gone. Let's go.
So you guys kind of make your way through this thick outer ring of trees. At each step you take, everything gets louder. The stream, the music, the voices. You can distinctly make out people talking. You hear like a dog bark, and like beautiful lyre music playing. Before you come to a clearing in the center, and you see these 4 humanoid, kind of like looking creatures, but they also seem like very in tune with nature. They have like leaves and stuff on their dresses, like little crowns made out of branches and things, almost like paint on their face. Somebody is like forming, and one of them is forming art with flowers, one of them is playing music, and 2 of them are just talking. 2 large dogs run around the little clearing area, and there's 2 males, 2 females. One of the females turns to you, Talia, and says, "Now, are you the one that made that beautiful flower arrangement?"
Yeah, that one out there. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Babe, it was so beautiful. We just had to let you guys in.
Well, thanks. It's just a little something I learned how to do.
You, hell, you need to teach me. You are great at that.
Alexos is just so fucking confused right now.
Another one like comes up to you guys and is like, "Why do you look so confused, bruh? This is a welcoming place, sir."
Probably for the first time, Alexos just has no words, like no retort, no anything. It's just kind of perplexed.
Another one like magically crafts almost like a lei and puts it around Jade's neck and says, "Welcome."
Can I get a perception check on this?
Yeah, go ahead. If you want to make any perception checks, anybody who wants to make a check, feel free.
It's so weird.
Why is it every time I call to do this, it's crap? And every time you call it, it's perfect? That's 2.
2.
26 on a perception.
Yeah. Jade, this
Actually, with my modifier, it's a nat 1.
Jade, this is fucking weird. It's a dirty one. It's not a natural one. Jade, this is just fucking weird. You have no clue what's happening here. Alexis, you once again, something in your brain is kind of like, and Demetrius and Talia too, something in your brain is like triggering, like some sort of memory is not clicking here. You got a 26, you said?
Yeah.
This all looks to be a very peaceful place. There's nothing seemingly suspicious about the flowers that were put around Jade's neck. There's outside of being in touch with magic, there's nothing suspicious about the person that came up to Talia. There's nothing suspicious about the person that came up to you. It's, or at least inherently, outwardly, visibly suspicious. It just seems like a weird magic grove on top of these mountains.
Can I ask you guys a question?
What's up, bruh?
Why are you guys here? Like, in the middle of nowhere?
How long have you been here?
I mean, like, how long is forever, I guess, kind of, since like creation.
I
At least
don't
since
think that's what she meant. I meant like in this grove area, like this, on top of this mountain.
that's what I meant too.
Okay. Okay. I didn't know if you're trying to be all philosophical.
I've been through these areas many times throughout my life, and I've never seen this. I've never been attacked by anything either, so I don't remember there being a grove here.
Well, I mean, only those who like deserve it or have some sort of like attunement with this place can see it. So, like, that could be the difference. Maybe you've done something since the last time you came in here that allows you to now see it. And I'm not saying like we haven't gone through changes and stuff in the last few months, but we weren't always. You can't always see us. Some people pass right by us and never even know we're there.
Okay.
Can we get you guys something to eat or drink? And they pull a vase and pour one. Literally just pours wine into the other's mouth. It's really good.
Oh my.
I'm good.
What about you two?
I think I'm okay as well. Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot here. I'm kind of just like looking around, and I just can't believe this was here. And I missed it.
Well, if it's that powerful, then they ever have something to make it that powerful, or a goddess supporting them. So,
Talia and Demetrius, give me a history check, please. And Alexis, you can give me a history check too, but you have to do it with disadvantage.
19, so dirty 20.
22.
9.
9. Alexis, you feel like there's some sort of knowledge that you're missing here. Something you've learned but don't remember, probably because you didn't study the ways of the gods, in depth. But you did have to learn them a little bit. Talia and Demetrius, something about the idea of music, these special magical groves, the word inspiration is really hanging you guys up, both of you, and it kind of clicks at the same time that there's myths about muses being in these mountains.
Oh.
What was that? Oh, something click? Something come to mind?
There's stories of the muses, the bringers of inspiration, those who use music to inspire others or to encourage others to inspire each other with whatever they have to offer to the world.
One of them comes up and whispers in your ear, Talia, you're welcome for that little tidbit. Yeah, where are the muses?
This is so cool. I love that you guys, you're here in plain sight, and still able to hide and only interact with who you want to.
Yeah, well, you know, unfortunately, some of the greater muses, or all of the greater muses actually, are all kind of like off doing important stuff, but we have to kind of stay here right now. So,
Is something threatening you?
no, we just gotta stay here.
Okay. But we were attacked. Are those the harps? Those are to protect you here?
I mean, maybe, like I said, we don't get to leave the grove very much. So,
Okay.
I don't know
So
for
you're
sure.
not really sure. Okay.
It
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, it sure does. So do we know where everybody that left would have gone to?
I mean, they just went off to, like, inspire, like, artists and stuff, you know, do classic muse shit, right?
So you've never left at all.
No, I've definitely left several times, but, like, right now, gotta stay here.
Is that like a little boring?
I get to hang out in a paradise with beautiful art, beautiful people, beautiful music, all the food I could ever need.
But isn't staying in one place not very inspirational?
I mean, no, but you know, we all have bosses. We gotta do what we gotta do sometimes, right?
True. True.
We are on our way through a journey of our own, and we wanted to know a little more about the place that was being protected. But we also have our own people to protect, so we can't stay long.
Oh, if you got your people to protect, we wish you the best of luck in doing it.
Thank you. Well, let's get going as I kind of start shoving everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Demetrius, from your hip, Boxy's like, not one of you is gonna fucking ask about the truth.
What? The truth. What is the truth? Does anybody know the truth? Because I feel like that's...
Oh my god.
Alexos kind of turns back and yells at one of them, "What's the truth?"
I can't tell you. Sorry.
Why not?
Because I can't.
They can't even tell us.
Do you want something in return for the truth?
Nothing you can give me is greater than what I could get from the person who told me not to tell you.
Is it someone we can go to?
One of them just shrugs their shoulders.
Who's your boss?
Ooh, I can't tell you. Anybody is free to make insight or arcana checks. Like I said, you guys felt some sort of magical presence here. Boxy pipes up to you, Demetrius, is like, I have like a gut feeling that maybe the truth they're guarding isn't like some incomprehensible, like fictional truth, but maybe something
Tangible?
more tangible. Yeah.
So
I'm gonna roll an Arcana check.
I just looked down at it. Box. I'm like, look, man, this place gives me the creeps. All right.
25 for Arcana.
Demetrius, you feel that there is a magical object somewhere in this grove. And you can feel just, you know, through basic detection and like your keen awareness trained for after years of this, that magical object has some sort of spell around it that is causing these people not to tell exactly what is happening, or not to be like forthcoming with you, and that you can probably figure out that they are guarding it in a way.
guarding it by not telling us where it is. I don't really know what I could use that would be helpful to look for that.
Look, I'm not good in this magic stuff. I know how to punch really well, and that's about it. Know how to kill and know how to punch. That's it.
Are you like a artist of brutality and murder?
If you want to put it that way, I mean, look at me. I'm covered in blood.
Oh. Look at the splatters. Look at the paint all over the canvas. There's somebody in the future who's going to get really famous off work like that.
What about you? You want to become famous? Want to become one of the big shot muses?
I mean, I'm just kind of doing what I'm told right now.
I mean, I'll let you paint me if you tell us this truth.
Ooh, I can paint you?
It's me like one of your French girls.
And I kind of start flexing a little bit.
Oh God.
Give me a
Good Lord.
persuasion check.
Kind of 19.
You can't even keep a straight face when you say it.
I mean, I'll tell you what I'm allowed to tell you.
Nope, that's not the deal.
Unfortunately, I can't tell you the things I'm not allowed to tell you.
All right. Well, what can you tell us?
That we're the muses and that we inspire people and they're supposed to stay here to protect this place and then like, woo.
So do they really know anything? I'm curious.
Give me an insight check.
God, I'm gonna fucking roll today. 19 plus 6, 25.
You can tell that he's being coy, very like they are. You can see like that they always have this sort of like playful spirit, but you notice like a flinch in his eye as he's saying that. You can tell that they know something more, but as Demetrius, sussed out that they can't tell you more for some sort of reason.
Hmm. So how do we find out? Let's see.
Foxy, you like all this kind of stuff. Just taking stuff. What
I
are you
do
feeling?
like taking stuff. I feel like there's something in the river. I think there's something in the river that they're guarding, but I can't get it myself anymore.
But can you pinpoint it out?
Yeah, can you tell me where, or if I walk towards the river, can you tell me, like, hot, cold?
The closer we get, definitely.
All right, well, let's go then, and we'll investigate when we get there.
I start kind of moseying towards the river.
Ooh, do you want to get wet? Do you need a bath? You guys look like you're pretty dirty. You can take a bath in there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that would be great.
I fucking hate this so fucking much right now.
I got nothing.
Mimic's Valley Girl is haunting.
Yes, it is.
Talia and
Oh yeah.
Talia and Demetrius, as you guys kind of are like talking back and forth a little bit, heading over to the river, this little stream running through here. You guys talk about what you know about the muses, so you know that they are, create magical inspiration that helps people, when they're stuck in a slump. Have a lot to do with art. Have a, strange connection with magic, and you also know that they were created by the god Apollo. But yeah, you guys go over to the river. Is everybody gonna like take a bath, or just soak their feet, whatever they want to do, or people doing different things?
No,
Fuck
that's
it.
what I'm doing.
Alexos is just gonna cut himself up.
Okay.
We can kind of look around while we're doing that.
How deep is this river?
Not deep, like 3 feet at most.
Alright, so it's deep enough that, or shallow enough rather, that Demetrius can just like walk into it and still be like only thigh high or waist high.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that. Just kind of walk into the river, start, cleaning up his face and all that, because he was dead not 24 hours ago. So
Yeah.
kind of leaves a stink in your mouth.
Demetrius, go ahead and give me a stealth or deception check, whichever one you would rather. Jade, are you cleaning up or are you doing something else?
I'm cleaning up.
Okay, so all of you kind of hop into the river with Demetrius kind of standing tall, but like trying to subtly talk to Boxy.
Nat 20.
So you and Boxy, you're like, as you go down and start splashing water on your face, is when Boxy's like whispering to you. He's like, warmer, 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 colder, colder, hot, 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 hot. You're burning up. And in the water, as you kind of reach down your hands in and like rinse your face off in one bit, you can see a small black bag that is like just kind of barely poking out at the bottom of the little stream. Talia, one of them comes over to you and like lays flat on the ground looking in your eyes and is like, so I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Would you guys happen to know where Artemis is?
I kind of look over at the guys.
I didn't ask that. I asked you. Come on, you're a strong woman. You don't need their approval.
Oh. Maybe if you tell us a little bit more about the things you know, we can tell you some of the things that we know.
You see, I'd love to, but I can't. But maybe if you give some to me, I might be able to pull some strings with my boss. He really wants to find Artemis. He misses her.
Don't
Your
do
boss.
it. Don't do it.
Do we know who your boss is?
Apollo would be their boss, apparently.
Apollo created them. You don't know if he's their boss.
Well, while the muse is talking to Talia, is anybody paying attention to Demetrius in the river?
No. You seem totally innocuous going through.
Right, so I'm gonna try to get the bag, like quietly get the bag out of the river and slip it into Boxy.
Give me a sleight of hand check with advantage.
Oh man, nat 20 again.
Nice.
You slip this bag into Boxy. He opens his mouth up. And he eats it. He's like, "Do you want me to just like hold on to this? You don't want me to swallow this whole, right?"
No.
No, just hold it.
Ridiculous.
He's holding it, and you hear him say, "Holy shit! I know what this is.
What is it?
It's a fucking ancient stone from like the birth of the gods time, right?"
God.
Anyway, regardless of what the creature is, whoever holds this stone in their hand has to tell the truth about everything that they're asked.
Huh?
That's kind of a scary stone then, huh?
A little bit.
Very, very powerful.
Alex just kind of finishes washing up all the blood.
I got my head again. Tell him we don't know where she is.
Talia, give me a deception check.
No. 18.
You see the muse talking to you kind of cocks their head a little bit and is like, "Why are you really here?"
We're traveling. Just going through. We found you guys by accident. We still have 15 more miles of our journey.
Honey, nobody finds the muses by accident. What are you looking for? Talia, give me a wisdom saving throw.
That's the one I get that's bad. 14. Fuck.
14 does not beat their spell save. Talia,
How far away is Talia from Demetrius at this moment?
give me a perception check. It's got to be high.
Me?
No, Demetrius.
Okay.
Because she's relatively close to you, within 20 feet. But whether or not you notice what's happening is very different.
You said perception?
Yeah.
That is 15.
Just too late, you see some, like, gold dust come out of the muse's mouth and swirl around Talia's head. And you can tell that some sort of a spell has taken hold on Talia. How about you really tell me what you're looking for here, honey?
How close am I to her?
Probably about 10 feet.
I'm gonna use Daunting Roar
Okay.
as like I just kind of clean myself up, and I'm just gonna fucking yell, kind of like full on like a gut wrenching roar. DC 14
Okay.
of wisdom.
And what's the range on it?
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay, so there's 3 creatures that gotta make saves. The one talking to Talia is very focused on her, ignores your roar. One of the dogs is like kind of within 10 feet of you, and another one of the muses is on the backside of the little stream. Both like get startled and start to slowly back away from you. Talia, you feel compelled to tell the truth of what you guys are looking for.
As soon as Alexos does the Daunting Roar, I'm going to cast a spell magic on Talia.
Give me a deception check. Are you trying to be sneaky? Actually, are you trying to be sneaky about it, or are you just going out and casting?
No, I'm just flat out doing it.
Okay. So you reach out your hand, just shoot out this little wave of energy that blows the dust away, and the muses that are not scared, the 3 muses that are not scared, all stand up. Now, why did you do that, bruh?
But she's already telling you the truth. You don't need to use your magic on her to force her to tell you what she's already told you.
You are so naive, little boy. I can tell she's not telling the truth. And you guys are here for something. Let's face it, none of you are really artists, right?
I mean, I am an artist.
The one that wanted to paint you is like the one that's scared of you right now.
Don't get me wrong. I am an artist. I'm just very good at my craft. And if
We
you
were
want to
just
test
passing
that,
through. We're on our way somewhere else. We were attacked by harpies. We walked by. One of us ran into the side of your fencing, and that's how we ended up here. I just like messing with stuff. I mean, you know, we're just getting through. It's fine. If you just let us be on our way. We're gonna finish the rest of our trek. We still got quite a ways to go, and
I mean, each time you lie, you got to give me a deception check.
okay. So 12, dirty 20.
No, there's only one.
I'm gonna go with the dirty 20 then.
Roll
That's not-
one more time. Just give me one more roll, and we'll take whatever that is.
17.
You see the three muses that aren't scared. Their skin shifts to like a thick bark. You didn't come here by accident. We all know that. So you should stop lying about it. And I think if you guys don't want any trouble, you should just tell us if you know where Artemis is.
I start to kind of back away.
I run over, pick up Talia, look at the two guys, and just kind of nod my head and like we're getting the fuck out.
Everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
God dang it.
All right, here we go.
14.
Oh God, there's so many.
Four.
Oh God, there's so many.
Oh, never mind. 5.
16.
14.
Oh, guys, those are not very good initiative rolls.
Oh, no. 16, sorry. 14 plus 2 is 16. Hello. Oh.
Your math is about as good as mine today is, Dave.
Oh God, my math is terrible every day. I told you, I'm a mess.
Right thing.
And before combat starts, is the fear still effective on them? On the two?
The two that are affected are still feared.
It goes away at the end of my turn.
Okay, so at the end of your turn, they will lose their
Mhm.
fear. So the three, there's the three muses that have all like had their skin get shifted and covered in this wood. Demetrius and Jade, I need you guys to make a strength saving throw.
Nat 20.
Stop it.
21.
Just
So
okay.
it'd be a 22 for me. I'm making up for dying last week.
So you guys both start to feel roots start to come out of the ground underneath your feet in the little creek, but you are able to like get out of the creek and avoid being tangled up by the little roots. And one of them is going to move closer to you guys. This one that is close to Talia is just going to. Is just Talia's already failed her wisdom save. I would actually not spell magic was the spell. Fuck. It's just gonna go and attack Talia once. It's gonna be a. Oh, they clearly are not. She has like this little, almost like a tree branch thing, but like a big one. Clearly she's not very gifted with it as she like swings wildly and misses at you as you're still kind of recovering. This third one is afraid, is going to run away towards the edge of the woods. And this last one casts this like glowing shit that surrounds their little tree sword club thing that they're swinging at, and moves closer to Alexis. Jade, that brings us to you.
No bonuses. I'm just going to take a swing at these vines below me.
You escaped them. You're not in danger of them.
Okay, I'll just take a shot at them then.
Okay. At which one you're gonna go for?
The one that attacked me and Demetrius, so that'd be 1.
Okay, yeah, number 1. Their armor class is 16 with the bark.
I missed anyway. 8.
Okay. So you take your first, you pull your bow, the arrow deflects off this like wood that's formed around them. Demetrius, it's gonna bring us to you.
How close are they all together?
There is 2 within 10 feet, one close to Talia, one close to Alexis, right there. And one is like kind of on the other side of the creek from you, where like Talia and Alexis are both still in the creek. 2 of you and Jade are on one side of the creek with 2 of the muses. Then 2 of the muses are on the other side. One running away, one like probably 10 feet behind you on the other side of the creek.
All right, so if I were to cast Fairy Fire, like kind of in the middle of us, it would get 2 or 3 of them.
What's the range on Fairy Fire again?
60 feet.
So if you were to
Each
cast
object
it,
in a 20-foot cube is
okay.
outlined in blue, green, or violet light.
So if you were to cast it around where the 2 attacking Alexis and Talia are, you could also get one of the dogs.
All right, I'm going to do that then.
Okay. They make a dexterity saving throw, right?
Yes.
First one passes. Second one fails. The dog passes. So the dog and the one who's swinging at Talia both pass, but the one in front of Alexis lights up and glows with this. What color do you want your fairy fire to be?
Blue.
Blue? Okay. So it glows in this like blue. Oh, actually, it has advantage on that save. Still fails. Glows in this blue, like energy kind of surrounding him. Any bonus actions or anything?
Nope, that's my turn.
Okay. Talia, you have this one lady, she's like, "You're so lucky your friend dispelled that for you." Oh my god.
Just gonna cast poison spray at her. Or him.
It's a her.
Them.
Them. That's right. Them. What's your... It's
It's a DC 11 con save.
con save. What is their con? It's +0. Oh my god, she fails with advantage. Why?
So, 1d12 poison damage. So that's 8 poison damage.
So you blast out this puff of green smoke that surrounds her head, and she's just coughing. Not cool. We haven't started smoking yet. Oh my god. This one wolf, seeing one of its masters attacked, is going to go at Talia. Is going to hit you. As it like pounces into the water. Give me a strength saving throw, Talia.
Oh boy. Get my shit rocked. I got a nat 1.
This wolf jumps jumps from behind the muse, pounces on you, and starts pinning you down in the water. You are knocked prone by this wolf in underwater.
Great.
And you take 7 damage. No, 8 damage. Sorry. This other wolf is darting off into the woods. Alexis, you got this one guy in front of you, and it's like, you guys really shouldn't have come here.
If he gets advantage on any attacks.
Yeah, he is glowing with this.
Talia is also underwater.
Yeah, also being drowned currently.
I'm gonna take not the special dagger, but like the regular one I usually have.
Okay.
A normal one. And I'm just gonna chuck it at the dog. And then use Fury of Blows on the guy in front of me.
Okay, go ahead and make a ranged attack for the dog first. It's not like holding her down right now. It just knocked her down in the water and is like going to keep going after her.
Yeah, but at least get some damage down on it first. It's gonna be a 16 to hit.
That is going to hit. This is a very tough puppy, but it will
to 1d4, since I'm not really attacking and with it melee, I'm throwing it, so 6 damage.
Okay. You bury one of your knives into the wolf as it like clearly recoils from it, but continues to march towards where Talia is knocked prone.
And then actually, I have 2 attacks. I'm gonna before I even have to do Fury of Blows. Literally forgot. And then attack and then Fury of Blows.
Okay, go ahead and make all your shit.
Alright. All of those are gonna hit. It's a 22, a 21, and a 11.
The 11 misses, but the first 2 hit.
So one's going to be a... What's the damage? Never mind, I'm attacking with my fist because it's on Fury of Blows. Never mind. So one's going to be an 8 and the other's going to be a 4.
So 12 total damage?
Yep.
Okay, that was number 3 that was going on you. So you claw at him, just rip the chest open. You can see the skin re-exposed and start to bleed underneath the bark. Twice, 2 slashes across it. But as you end your turn, the fear effect ends on the others. So this one is going to, from the other side of the river, and just magically teleport to a tree on the side where Demetrius and Jade are, and is then going to... That action, no, it's 10 feet of movement. Is then going to go after Jade for shooting at them. What's your AC, Jade?
13.
That misses with their attack. This one that was going at Talia, she can still reach you. Where you are is attacking with advantage because you're prone. What your armor class is 15, Talia? She misses. That's fucking with advantage. I rolled an 8 and a 10. This one with Alexis is going to spend his last turn empowering up his club. Is attacking you. Dice, there are numbers higher than a 9. Like there's a whole...
Never mind then. I was going to say my AC is 17, so...
There's a whole half of the dice I haven't used, basically. And this other one is going to teleport to a tree on the far side of the river, coming back towards you now, and then empower its club. Wait, actually... fucking wild. Okay. Jade.
Hunter's Mark on Dryad 1 and going for it.
All right.
Miss 7.
7. Yeah, you do not hit, unfortunately. Okay, but they are marked for the future. Demetrius, what you got for me?
Right, so one is on the same side of the river as Jade and I, right? Everybody else is on the opposite side?
No, you're
Or-
all on the same side of the river now, except for one of the dogs. Or no, actually, everybody's on the same side of the river now.
Okay. Going... Firebolt at Dryad 1.
Okay.
So that's ranged spell attack.
Okay.
18.
18 is going to hit.
And 1d10 fire damage.
Okay.
8 damage.
All right. The fire burns them. They seem affected by it, but they keep their bark skin that's going. Talia, you can use half your movement to get up. You have this wolf kind of bearing down on you, and the one kind of swinging at you from above the. You're still in the water.
Okay, so half my turn would be trying to get up.
Yeah, just half your movement.
Okay, so I'll do that. Stand up. And I guess I'll pull my scimitar out, which I don't like it, and take a swing at the dog that's trying to get me down.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
First one. Oh no. Yeah, I only have one attack, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a swing. It was an 8 plus 5, so 13.
The dog knocks it out of the way with its teeth, before you can connect with flesh. Any bonus actions or anything? Any movement?
Oh, fuck! Should have done that. I should have done that. No, that's it.
Okay. Playing with advantage. Just gonna hit you, Talia. I need you to give me another strength save.
11.
11. Once again, the dog pounces on you, knocks you down, and you take 10 damage.
Great.
This dog's gonna run over where it ran. It's just trying to get back. It jumps across the river and lands next to where Demetrius is, but cannot attack this turn from where it was. But it jumps in front of Demetrius and snarls. Alexis, you have this guy. Talia's still being attacked by this wolf. You have this guy right in front of you who you fucked up pretty good on the last turn. What are you doing?
What's the damage on the dagger? Is it just 1d6, right?
The magic dagger?
Yeah.
It should be 1d4 plus your standard damage, so 1d4 plus your dex, plus 1. So it's a plus 1 dagger.
Plus my dex.
So you have plus 1 to hit and plus 1 to damage.
Okay. Never mind that. My monks. Well, wouldn't it change to a 1d6?
Or d6 because it's your special shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's 1d6 plus my dex plus 1.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take out the dagger, and 2 hits, 1 unarmed, 1 with the dagger, on the guy in front of me.
Okay, you're still attacking with advantage.
16 on the first.
It's gonna hit.
And a 24 on the second. And then as a bonus action, if I hit with unarmed melee, I can do unarmed strike, which is just a fucking bonus action unarmed attack.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage first for the first 2 attacks.
So 6 plus my dex plus 3, 9, 10 damage with the dagger.
With your dagger attack, you
Yeah.
stab him in the throat and he falls over.
Okay. Cool. Once that happens, do I get my attacks back or no?
Yeah, you get your attack back. Your
Okay.
second, your unarmed and your unarmed strike.
Run over to Talia and just try to get this dog off.
Okay.
Won't even attack. Just try to push it off.
Okay. Give me a strength check. It's gonna make it opposed.
I don't know why I did that. My strength is awful. With a natty 1.
It rolled a fucking 2, man.
God damn it! Are you serious?
I mean, it has +3 to strength, but it rolled a 2. So you try to wrestle with this dog, try to get it off of Talia, and you're like tangled up with it. But it's probably turned its attention. It's gonna fuck you up next turn, but you have done nothing of substance with it. This first one, Talia's still knocked prone. She's gonna crit on Talia. Talia, you take 12 damage from this as she clubs into you as you're like trying to gather your feet, get up from under this water. She just like knocks you back down with her club. Number 2 is going to go towards Demetrius now. Is going to miss you somehow. But is like kind of running up and tangled up with you. And this one is actually no, that was the one attacking Jade. Still missed. And this one is going to hit. This one's is going to hit Jade. I messed up the order, but one hits Jade, none hits Demetrius, and Talia gets fucking smacked. You get fucking clocked for 19 damage, Jade, as this guy with this like empowered green glowing tree branch club thing fucking just smacks you in the stomach and just makes you keel over.
Yeah, too late to parry now, isn't it?
Would not make a difference.
Oh, got it.
But Jade, that is your turn.
Which one the one that hit me?
Number 4, we'll say.
Okay, 4 is gonna be. Well, no, my hunter's marked on 1, so I gotta take him.
Or no, number 1 hit you. Number 1's the one that hit you. Sorry.
Got it. Okay, 1 hit. Okay, got it. 1 hunter's mark still active.
Okay.
Y'all are rolling better than me. I'm at 8.
8. Yeah. You're just recovering after just getting crushed in the stomach. You're like trying to find your feet. You slip on the rocks, kind of almost sink back into the stream a little bit. Fire off an arrow, and it just can't find its mark. Demetrius, here you are.
Alright, so it was
Number
Dryad 2 was coming at me?
4
or
is
4?
coming at you.
And Direwolf 2, right?
And Direwolf 2.
Are they, like, both in front of me?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes this a lot easier. They both need to make DC 11 dex saving throws. I'm casting Burning Hands at 2nd level.
The wolf fails, the dryad passes. But still takes half, I think, right?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your damage rolls.
So that's at 2nd level. Take that off first. So I need to roll 4d6. So 14 and 7.
Okay, so the wolf lights on fire and is pretty upset. And the dryad also does not look happy about the damage they took. Concentration. keeping concentration on their bark. Talia, you are pretty fucked up. The wolf is tangled up with Alexis right now. So you could probably get away from that without getting attacked. But if you try to run away without taking a disengage, the one who's just smacked you in the back of the head is going to swing at you. Or you could just try some sort of spell.
I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave.
Okay.
So that is a... Which one? So that is a DC 13 con save.
The Dryad fails. And so does the wolf. I just rolled 3 and 2 4s.
Perfect.
I got a 21.
Okay. You pass. Wow. Must be
Wow.
nice.
Wham. So...
You still take half though, even if you.
So
pass.
it's 5 damage, or halved if you
So 3 or 2. Mimic, what do you want?
2. We'll say it's coming from a friendly. Half damage to lower.
it also sends
It doesn't push everybody back.
yeah.
Anybody who failed gets pushed back, I think.
Yeah, failed save is 10, they get thrown 10 feet away from me.
Okay, so the wolf and the dryad both get, or the muse both get knocked back 10 feet from you. So if you want to take a move now, you would get no opportunity attacks. If you want to like try to get to the other side of the stream or something.
Yeah, I do. I want to try and get up and move over to the other side.
So you cross out of the river. You don't have that much movement because you have to get up from prone, but you do get out of the river and across to the far side.
Yay.
The one wolf is going to go after, you can take its movement and go after Alexis. It's going to fucking miss because, of course, it doesn't have advantage anymore. The other wolf, scared of Demetrius now, but is going to go after him with advantage. +5. What's your AC, Demetrius?
12.
With advantage, I missed. Somehow. The wolf. Alexis.
I'm gonna just try to keep running up to this dryad or the muse.
You're gonna so you hop out of the river towards the muse. Go ahead and make your stuff. That's number 2.
Attack 2 times with the dagger.
Okay.
One's gonna be a 15, the other's gonna be a 16.
Hold on one second. The 16 hits.
Okay. 6. 6 plus my dex, so 9, 10 damage.
Go ahead and finish this thing off.
It still has his bark on, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of like fall on, like kind of anime style, just kind of walk up, and the head falls off.
She's like, "Oh my god, what are you doing? Get away from me!" And then head falls off. Okay.
Demetrius looks down the box and goes, and he said, "You were disturbing?"
I know, right? Like all the time, he would talk about how disturbing I was, and he's fucking like, God, you know, people in glass houses. Am I right?
Yeah, I get you.
Is that your whole turn, Alexis?
No. I'm gonna go to the wolf next. I have 55 movement speed.
Okay, so you can. Actually, you did take an opportunity attack from the wolf as you walked away towards the dryad because it ran up
fine
towards
with
you.
me.
But why would it hit? And then yeah, you go.
And then I spend a key point to for your blows also.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack.
So, attacks. a what's it gonna be? A 19 and a 16.
Both hit.
6. One's gonna be a 7. And it was gonna be a 6.
Okay, so 13 more. Wolf looks like it's in not great shape. Have this one who is going after. Still gonna try to clobber Jay, but doesn't. This one goes after Demetrius. Is gonna hit Demetrius. 13 damage to Demetrius. As they smack you across the face with the tree bark, the branch, whatever. Jade, that's you up again.
Try it again, number 1.
Okay.
$13.
Your arrow clinks off the wood again, unable to penetrate here. Just firing. It's been such a hellish 2 days almost. You're climbing these mountains, your arms are so worn from just pulling yourself up, and you can't seem to just gather your bow back with enough strength as you just keep firing and keep missing. Demetrius, you got these 2 fuckers around you. What's up?
Jade, you're fire dragon, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so I don't feel so bad doing this to you. Can I like hit both of the dryads or the muses with like a 15-foot cone?
Yeah, if you like reposition yourself just a tad, you can do that.
Okay, so everybody in that 15-foot cone needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
What's the DC
DC
on
11.
it? You're fucking kidding me.
15.
That's not gonna do it. I rolled a 4 and 2 6s. So that's
Alright,
3
so
fails.
They take 3d6 of fire damage.
Okay, go ahead and give me that roll.
And I should be immune to fire, right?
Yeah.
15.
I don't think you're immune to fire. You're resistant to fire.
Yeah, you're resistant.
So it's
So you get half-
take
half that.
half, and then you take half again. So 15 is what gonna be
So 7.
7, then half that
3.
again. 3.
Yeah. Demetrius, burn these 2 muses.
Thank you.
Alright, so after this guy comes up and clobbers me, and I'm seeing the other one clobbering Jade, I just launch this cone of fire at them and just grill them medium well.
So they hear that you release this rush of fire, and you hear them both scream like, "Oh no!" And they literally collapse in this charred mess of like wood and flesh. The dog gets very singed, is like limping away on one paw, kind of, and it looks fucked up.
Thanks for the singe, bro, and the help.
No problem. Got enough in here for you?
Talia,
It could be a little hotter.
that's your turn.
Okay. So I got this one here to the right of me still, right?
You have the wolf that's still in the river, and then one wolf who looks pretty fucked up across the river from you.
Right. Well, I'll shoot at I'm gonna shoot at the one that's kind of fucked up. At least get that one out of the way. I'll just shoot him with the arrow. See if I can
Okay, so you take aim at the one across the stream that like Demetrius and Jade were kind of tangled up with.
Yes.
All right.
And I got a 16 plus 5. 24?
Yeah, that hits. No, 24
plus-
doesn't hit a wounded, limping dog.
So 6.
Talia, finish this thing.
Yeah, I shot at it and just made sure it was dead, and it did fall over dead. So there you go. Now I'm gonna move on.
As it's limping away, charred body from Demetrius, this scary dragon, Talia takes an arrow, buries it in the neck. It like lets out one last howl and falls over.
That's it.
This last wolf is gonna try to take a disengage from you, Alexis, and run away 100 feet.
Just gonna let it run away.
Okay. It keeps running. And we are out of combat.
Yeah.
Good, because I forgot about breath weapon.
Good job,
That was-
everybody. Good job.
I was thinking about doing the breath weapon, but then I'm like, oh wait, I have burning hands.
Yeah.
So you guys have destroyed these muses here. Everybody give me Arcana or Nature checks.
10.
16
30-20.
for Arcana.
10 for Arcana.
Mine's for
30, 20.
nature.
30-20 for nature.
So Talia and Jade, you guys both see that the trees and stuff start to like wilt, kind of almost like rapidly dying. Demetrius, you notice that you have the stone that Boxy's had in Boxy, but there was also other magic going on here. You sense that like a positive influx of magic or like all the happy magic that was going on around here is like being drained out of this area.
But can I tell if there's like not so happy magic being like coming into the area?
There's some pretty pissed off magic happening around here.
Yeah, I think we might want to go, guys. We pissed somebody off.
I mean, we always piss someone off, let's be real.
Yeah, it's pretty common for us, I guess. But yeah, let's get going. We kind of start like moving a little faster.
It wouldn't be this group if we didn't piss somebody off.
As you guys progress away, start to get away, you see from a distant mountain like a golden bolt dash, move away, up and kind of crash up and like further into the mountains, like behind where you guys just were, as you guys begin to sprint down this valley towards your destination. Boxy's just like, we need to fucking go. Everybody give me an athletics check as we continue our journey.
Still have advantage too.
Yes.
All right. That's cool.
Athletic.
17 for me.
16.
You're muted, play.
16.
It's a dirty 20 for me, and my first roll was a 4. Thank you for the advantage.
You're welcome.
So you guys all
Meow, meow.
like this adrenaline rush as you like kind of burst. The mountains are getting not as like brutal right now. This adrenaline rush, you burst down, and you're just like furiously climbing over and over and everything. As you guys kind of from the distance turn back to where you know the grove to be in that little valley, you see a burst of golden light come from that area. The sun is starting to set, so it's clearly artificial from that area. This burst of golden light happens, and you hear almost like a scream echo throughout the mountains. And that is where we'll end our session. Jax, we return to you. You still are strung upside down, somewhat clinging to life in a way. But you're unaware how long you've kind of been stuck here. You can't tell if it's been days or months or anything. The room's still dark. You are still, I mean, obviously restrained. You haven't seen anybody in a few days. Or you haven't seen anybody in a while. Like I said, you can't really tell time for sure, so you don't know exactly how long.
I'm just hanging out.
Yeah. However, a while after Aphrodite, who you spoke to last time we joined you, left, you do feel the pendant that Artemis gave you around your neck. It's not something they took from you. Go ahead and make an insight check.
It's gonna be a 17.
You feel like some sort of... Redo this one. I have my note in front of me. The fuck is my note? Hold on. Okay. You feel, as you kind of are hanging here, you feel some sort of magic, some sort of presence reflect around this pendant. It's kind of pinned to your chest by the chains instead of like hanging up around your neck. You feel like it gets stronger than what it originally gave to you. You can't tell with that 17. You know Artemis was very hesitant to have her location revealed to the Olympians, so you can't tell if not giving up her secret despite being tortured helped like increase the power of this or something else going on, but you do feel like there is something more to this necklace now. What are you like doing, thinking, trying to go around as you're in this room here trapped?
I mean, knowing that it's the chains of Ares, I'm just kind of like, there's no way I'm probably breaking out of these. So I'm kind of just sitting there, kind of contemplating like what I should say next if someone comes in. If I can hear anything out from outside, maybe try to yell, kind of thing. Just kind of waiting patiently, per se.
Okay.
Kind of like biding my time until something comes up.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
18 plus 5, so 23. Right.
So there is like a door here in this room, but you cannot hear anything through it, basically. What you can kind of glean is that this doesn't seem like part of Olympus. This looks to be like some sort of separate hideout thing.
Yeah.
That, might be used for... Ares is not always the most favorably looked upon god, compared to the other Olympians. So this might be used for some of his less favorable dealings.
Okay.
After a while, though, the door opens and you're blinded almost as this beautiful glowing radiance enters the room. It's tough to see, so you cannot make out many details. Like as you kind of look at it, it's like staring into the sun almost. And from inside the glowing radiance, it says, "Well, you have been one tough cookie, I must say."
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I'm sure you do. As footsteps approach you closer and closer, the blinding light fades, and you see this tall, almost 6.5, 7 feet tall man with flowing blonde hair, beautiful tan skin, says, "Well, well, well. Jax, you have a tendency for causing problems, let me tell you. And your friends have a tendency for causing little problems, too. I'm intrigued by you, to say the least."
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I guess that depends on you now, doesn't it?
I guess so. What do you want?
I'll tell you what. One, let's discuss that in a second. The real question is, what are you willing to do to get out of these chains?
I mean, my faith was probably tested a little bit when me and Aries had that conversation. But I think deep down he knows I'm still loyal. And honestly, I'm just here to prove my faith to him.
What a joyous little soldier you are. Can't believe it. He imprisoned you. He's rash and stupid and, vicious and brutal. Yet you still, keep your faith. That's incredible.
Well,
Despite the fact he's been torturing you.
He was the only one that really took care of me. Don't really come from a lot, so...
Yeah, I believe you might be in something known as a toxic relationship, Jax.
Probably, but I kind of owe him my life, so
Well, I'll
I'm
tell you
more
what.
or less indebted.
I mean, that's certainly one way to look at it. How would you like to not be betrothed to some fucking meathead in the way that you are now?
So you're pretty much telling me to break my pact with him.
Yeah, break your pact with him, get a new one with me. We could help each other out,
I mean, I've seen what breaking a pact can do.
Oh,
As he just kind of
have.
looks at his chest and remembers that Athena stabbed him.
I know you have. He, sits down and kind of, gets to the point where his eyes are now at your level. Go ahead and, make any perception or insight checks you want to on this person.
Perception, 18.
Perception, you can't glean, a lot of what's behind his eyes. But gorgeous, gorgeous human being. Clearly, dexterous, has all these gold, has, a gold tunic, has, gold boots, gold, bracers on his wrists, and, eyes that burn like a bright yellow, almost like when you look into the eyes, you're looking into the sun. When he talks to you, he has this very sly smirk on his face, that you can't tell if it's, honest or disingenuous or any sort of thing, but he's definitely smirking in some way.
Okay. Just gonna kind of avert my eyes a little bit just so my eyes aren't burning.
Yeah. They don't it doesn't burn your eyes, but it has that same kind of
but
radiant
considering,
light.
Yeah, but considering he's been kind of in the dark for however long he has been,
Mm-hmm.
It's hurting a little bit. Jax is just kind of avert his gaze and kind of stare back at him and be like, look, just tell me what you want and then I'll think about it.
Ooh, there's a lot of things I want. There's a lot of things I want. There's a few things I need too. I'll tell you what I want. I want you out of this place because the longer you're here, I think it's the worst for everybody. But I also want you and your little friends to stop causing problems. You guys have been going around and getting into all sorts of mischief, and it's really not helpful for, things going on behind the scenes. If you catch my meaning.
I mean, I get that, but at the same time, the eclipse are back and probably worse than before.
There's no reaction when you say that.
Okay.
So, one of the conditions were I to release you would be you and your friends just go live happily in your own little private lives and stop your little adventure. How about that? That's something I want. Now,
Jack just kind of deeply sighs at that.
Now, something I need is to know where my sister is.
So, I have both your answers right away. Don't even need to think on them. For the first one, not gonna happen. Like, I've seen what this new faction of Eclipse, if we want to call it a new faction of whatever they are, they're dangerous. And they have a lot of stuff going on the scenes, and to be honest, I think one of the gods is helping them.
Or maybe your tiny little pathetic brain might just not comprehend that maybe the gods know what the fuck they're doing.
If you did, then why has this world honestly has fallen to shit real fast?
It's a matter of opinion.
Not really. Have you looked around? I mean, this city we were just in, completely gone to shit. I mean, if you gods really did care about us, that you kind of get our power from because we pray to you, you would think to look out for us a tiny bit more. Like, I get you have your squabbles and your own stuff to do, and I get that, and I don't want to interrupt that at all, but you guys could kind of care a little bit more. And obviously, probably Zeus plays a big part in that.
Go ahead and make another insight check.
13.
When you say the city we were just in, referring to Thebes in this instance, has gone to shit, you see that his smile gets a little bigger as you say that. And just kind of throughout the whole thing, he doesn't, instead of like seemingly taking your, I mean, you can't tell fully, he doesn't seemingly take it as criticism, I guess.
Okay. And as for the second one, I have no idea where your sister is. There is utterly no way I would know. I mean, the only god I have pretty much ever spoken to is Ares and Athena.
Mm.
And Athena was like stabbed me in the fucking chest. So
Yeah, she does that. I think it's quite fun. Her little plaything turned his back on her. Didn't you think that was funny?
not really. I got stabbed for it.
It was kind of funny.
I mean, in your opinion.
Yes, in my opinion. Well, here's the thing, Jax. The longer you stay here, the more Ares is going to grow tired of you, and he's just going to kill you. Likely soon. I could get you free. You and your little friends could just go your separate ways, or all go together, and you could, I don't know, maybe even go back to some places. You know, do whatever there.
Well, answer me this. Say I did take your deal.
Mm-hmm.
On the first part, because like I said, no idea where your sister is.
Give me a deception check, actually.
Gonna be a yikes, 17. I fucking rolled a 19, but -2.
He looks at you very suspiciously, but seems to believe you. At least in part.
Okay.
Like he doesn't trust you, but he.
I mean, neither did Aphrodite, so
Yeah, he can't quite, like, he knows that this isn't going to get it out of you if there's an answer.
Yeah. But as I was saying, humor me a little bit. Say I did take your deal, right? And I go back, meet up with my friends, and they decide they want to keep going on this journey. What happens to me if I can't get them to stop?
Do you really think you couldn't stop them if you wanted to?
I know I could, but what makes you think I want to stop?
You know, I was wondering maybe if your life was valuable enough to you to give up your little pursuit of all these answers. I guess
really.
It's not.
No. I mean, especially with this fucking... Do I still have the staff? Or like...
It's like on the ground. It's
Okay.
You can feel like its presence kind of draining you, but something about like the chains is sustaining you like at an equal pace.
Okay. As I kind of like motion my head towards that staff, I'm like, I'm more curious on what they're doing with all this stuff. And I want answers.
The man bends down and just picks up the staff, or the trident, and says, "Well, if not getting out of here isn't worth your life, guess we don't have any use for you anymore." He pulls it back. As he does, he stops, like freezes, and almost cocks his head to the outside, before dropping the staff, saying, "Damn it!" And bursts away in this flash of golden light immediately. And that's where we'll leave you today.
Okay.
Everybody, that was episode 11 of Idiots Rolling Dice, the epic. Woohoo! This was fun. A lot of mystery to be had here. So I'm I'm Dungeon Master of this campaign. I am joined by Miss Daisy Cakes, who plays Talia, Mr. Played a Fool, who plays Demetrius Longwing, Mr. Jimmy, who plays Jade Dragonborn, and Vex, who plays Alexis. We have, we're getting further into it. You can stay in touch with us, get funny clips, scenes from the show, updates and announcements and stuff. I forgot to tweet out that the show is live today. I just realized. If you follow us on our social medias, so on Twitter it's at ErdPod, that's IRDPOD. On Instagram and TikTok it's at Idiots Rolling Dice. So there's some stuff coming down the pipeline with that new episode, new social posts and videos, clips and stuff. Always fun. We should theoretically be back again next weekend, live on the Twitch channel again. Links in the description below. And the live stream, or the video version and the podcast version, will both be available the following Friday, hopefully. So that's how it goes. Pretty standard stuff. Tell your friends if you're enjoying it. Leave a review on iTunes or Apple Podcasts, whatever the fuck it's called nowadays. I'm pretty sure it's always been called that, not nowadays. Come hang out at our personal Twitch channels too. Links for those are in the description. I started trying to stream a little bit more because I had fallen off that train for a little bit. Play streams a good bit. Daisy's streams games sometimes, and Jimmy also. So check that out if you want to spend some more time with some of the characters and stuff outside of the show. Be good to one another. Stay safe. Adios.